I love it. I absolutely love it, guys. What's happening? Dave the Film Junkie here. Oh, Dan Aykroyd. Good old Dan Aykroyd. You gotta love Dan Aykroyd. He's just a talented man. You know, he's just goofy. I mean, he's been around forever. He was part of the first cast of Saturday Night Live, and then he's been in many favorite movies of mine, especially Ghostbusters. And he had some nice words to say about Paul Feig, who, of course, directed the abysmal Ghostbusters of 2016. That's right. That piece of shit. I mean, I said this in my review when it comes to the Ghostbusters that came out last year. If it was not a Ghostbusters movie, it would have worked. The fact that it was a Ghostbusters movie is why it flopped and why it did not work. Because the first 20 minutes was actually pretty damn good. I thought it had some funny moments. I liked the actresses. And they could have had something there if it was just them ghost hunting. But as soon as you started intertwining the Ghostbuster elements into it and having the cameos from the original dudes, I checked out immediately. It was ridiculously stupid. And Kate McKinnon just needs to settle down a little bit. Anyways, so this is what Dan Aykroyd had to say. And he doesn't even say Paul Feig's name. But this is what he had to say when he was on Sunday Brunch. It was like a Britain channel. And yeah, there's a video on it. If I can find it, I'll post it down below. But he said the director, he spent too much on it, and he didn't shoot scenes we suggested to him. Several scenes that were going to be needed, he said, no, we don't need them. And then we tested the movie, and they needed them. And he had to go back, and he spent about $30 to $40 million in reshoots. Holy shit. Now, the reason why this makes me happy, and, you know, he even said he was really happy with the movie, and it just said, it cost too much. But the reason why it does is because Paul Feig turned into a narcissistic dipshit when it came to all this, lashing back at nerds and calling them out and just basically taking a cherished franchise and shitting all over it. I mean, that's exactly what he did. I mean, I was trying to support the movie when it was first announced. I was okay with it. I was just... really, but as soon as I started hearing that it wasn't attached to the original franchise and that the other guys were starting to make a cameo, then right after that first trailer, I was done. I was like, all right, this movie is, what the fuck is this movie? It's a big time cash grab, even though like all these kind of movies are, but it's just, he was trying to capitalize on, you know, the way things are now, and like, oh yeah, if I make it all women, it's going to be a huge hit. Of course it is. And Sony was like, yeah, do it. High five, Paul Feig. No, that's not exactly... The smartest thing would have been if the older guys were training a younger crew. Even if it was all female. Doesn't matter. If they would have just kept it in the same universe. Not to mention, I mean, Jesus Christ. They made Stay Puft Marshmallow Man a possessed balloon. Parade balloon. What the fuck? Wait, I just don't even... I don't even know. But, I mean, there was just... he was so cocky. Paul Feig. And I've liked his previous movies. Bridesmaids. The one with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. I cannot remember it. Spy. Those movies were great. Absolutely great. And then he just decided to take the Ghostbusters franchise and just shit all over it. All over it. And turns out he was a little asshole. I mean, Dan Aykroyd flat out called him out. Man, spending $30 to $40 million in reshoots, Jesus, which made it where it wasn't feasible enough economically to do a sequel, because I mean it still made a lot of money like worldwide, but it just wasn't feasible enough, economically feasible enough to do another sequel, which is fine by me. They should have just did Ghostbusters 3. Hopefully they still can. There's still that Ghostbusters Hellbent script that was out there that sounded pretty badass, and I wish they would have went with that. And I was actually going to do a video because I had like ideas because I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. And like I said, I was trying my best to support Paul Feig's movie. But as soon as like I kept hearing more stuff about it, and after that first trailer, I was done. It just looked absolutely stupid. And it was absolutely stupid. It was cringe. So cringe. But the first 20 minutes were actually kind of delightful. But that was before all the Ghostbusters stuff kicked in. And they just decided, let's just shit all over the movie. Let's just shit all over it. You know, let's start off strong and then just go into wacky, goofy, stupid shit. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about this down below. What do you think about this? Do you like the fact that he called him out a little bit? I wonder what Paul Feig has to say about it. I don't follow him anymore on Twitter because, I don't know, he just got annoying after a while. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Please hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me on the social media stuff floating above my head. Come on, Aykroyd. You could still make that movie. Still make that Ghostbusters 3. Just And the hardest part is getting fucking Murray. Anyways, guys, talk to you later.